All right. So I hope that everyone has everyone seen both the lectures, the color theory and the typography one. Second one is pending. Others, others, please reply. Have you guys seen both the lectures? So second one is left by everyone. The reason why I gave that lecture is because I wanted you guys to understand it better. Right? Those two three things like the typography, illustration, use of the photos, right? All that impacts a lot in the overall designing, right? All that impacts a lot in the overall designing. So that's why I wanted you guys to quickly have a look at it. Okay, no worries. So what we'll do is they will design in the lecture for the wireframe that we did. Okay? So by the way, has everyone completed all the wireframes for the app, for the MateFinder app, all the wireframes? So everyone has to complete all the screens in the MateFinder app, right? Because this is going to be part of your portfolio, right from the persona research, the questions, till the UI design that we do, right? So it's very important that we complete our task on daily basis, on regular basis. Even though we have rescheduled a lot of lectures, but still I see a lot of you guys have not completed the portfolio. Mind well, in UI UX, it is not about the degree, it is not about the course, it is purely about the portfolio. So that's why if you see in our lectures, we design uh, on in the lecture itself. We are doing it live in the lecture. And then the others, I request all of you to do it and also send it to me for the review. So I've seen all the things that you guys have sent to me on WhatsApp, and I am really happy with the output. But I still feel you guys can do a lot better, right? Because ऐसा नहीं है कि you guys don't know. You guys know it, but it's just that you guys are not giving 100% to it, right? So that's why I see that lag in your assignments. And lag in the assignments is nothing but lag in your portfolio. That's simple as that. Thank you, Rohan, for this commitment. But I really hope that others also follow the same commitment. That by next lecture we have it done. At least all the wireframes and we because if your wireframes are not done, you won't be able to design. Correct? Without the wireframes, you won't be able to make the UI design. Correct? So that's why I want you guys to think, design the wireframes in the lectures. Like today, we will be doing the UI design. So all that will need the wireframe base. No worries. So let me share my screen. get started and designing the actual UI. So first, now we'll start with a splash screen. So of course we need a logo. So we are using the same wireframes and we are designing. We are not just coloring and adding the UI design to it. Okay. So I'll also tell you, share you the process, how things should work. But only for the splash screen, I am using some dummy logo. This is from an already existing app, but here what we're doing, we want the entire screen to be at the same color so that we can see the logo. So now this looks a lot like Splash. Now what's the process of designing or starting design? So the very first thing that you are all supposed to do is first go through the entire wireframes and what all are there in the wireframes, what all features do we need. Okay. Question the UX guys about the flow, about the journey, about the different approaches. If you feel any screen is missing, talk about that. Sorry, right? All of that. So that's where you will need to see all the wireframes. Okay. Now, since we have these few wireframes, right, and the rest, I'm sure you guys are designing. So here, what we will do is the very first step is we will look for the references. Okay. We will look for the references. Where we will look for the references. I shared these with you guys my previous call also. So one is Dribble, of course. Okay. So one is Dribble. Second is, as I said, Mobile, right? So here you can log in and have the access to different sort of apps. The third is you can also have it on Pinterest nowadays, a lot of things. Then, sorry, this is my wife's, so you can see all the girly stuff, so you can ignore it. But yeah, this is the website. Then you can also, you know, take it from this one. Sorry, Team Forest. Okay, so where you can, at least find some of the UI elements. All of these. There are lots of things. So these are just for the reference. Again, these are not for us to copy. These are not for us to copy. There's one more. Better elements. Now again, this would be paid, but only if you want to download. But you can still see lots and lots of things for free. Okay. For example, let's see. Let's simply write mobile. And in mobile app, we would need say mobile app in graphic elements. See, so you see some different items. You see the references. This is only to see the references. So now if you see this particular splash screen, it has the photo, it has the logo, correct? So we just get an idea as to how things are. So let's go here. If I see this, let me simply write splash. Now let's see, for the websites, you can also follow this AWW awards. AWW words. This one, right? Where you will always see a site of the day, and then you can always see uh, yeah, awards, where you will see all the websites that have won the award. So these are the best of the awards website. So imagine this website. Let's look at this. So this is how you take references. You see and see and see lots and lots of stuff. Then you start designing. You don't simply start designing, because it is a very simple thing. Your body will look like how you eat, what you eat. Right? Your brain will only speak out stuff what's there inside. Right? So in a similar way, as much as references that you see is going to come out through your mind in different ways, in different direction, in different perspective. So now imagine this. So if you remember, we had our website Wireframe, where in the center we had become a UX designer in 2 months, etc. So imagine even this is the same layout, but look at the overall feel of it. So when I scroll, there is this thing going in the background. That's a video, okay, that is being played in the background. Then we have the text on top of it, correct? Then we have the text on top of it. So this is how you then design. You don't just color stuff. You don't just change the fonts and everything. You need to think out of the box. So to think out of the box, you need to first see what people are doing. Like look out for references. See this animation. So even if you are not able to design the animation, that's fine. That's completely fine. You can design this particular section, this section. That's it. Where you have this, and then you can again design this particular section. Where now you have some copy and this, correct? Then the developer can also work on this, and slowly and steadily, when you understand that the graphic designers will help you in this, correct? It is not that everything needs to be designed by you. So all this animation that you see is done by developer, not by the UI guy. But all this graphics is what you can also do, right? You are going to face, touch. Huh? This is how it works. So we can design these icons, simple, minimal. So if when you look at the reference, don't look at only from one view कि कैसा लग रहा है website. There are multiple ways of doing this. To start with, look at the navigation first. What type of navigation they are using? What type of sub navigation they are using? What is the layout of their first fold? Okay. Then when you scroll, what is the first animation if there is any? Look at the sections, the layout, the grid system, correct? So they are using this particular grid. So simple way to do it is you simply take the screenshot and create a rectangle and check as to what sort of grid they are using. See? Now this background images need not be in grid. Only the content should be in the grid. See? Sorry. You know? See the layout. And you have this, and then here. So look at from multiple perspectives. The fonts, the font hierarchy. So that's why I wanted you guys to look at that lecture so that you understand what we are trying to do today. I will be covering it. It's not that it's only going to be a recorded lecture. But if you have that, at least the terminologies, the words, then it gets easier for you guys to understand. And look at the type of icons they are using, the spacing. See this layout, the animation. So what you can do is you can share this with the developers as a reference. That I need some animation like this. So you only have to design this animation again. that the developers will do it. But this idea should come from you. It will take time. I'm not saying this will happen in the first go itself, but the idea is the very first step of designing is look at the references as much as you can. I'm saying as much as you can. Okay. Don't just start designing in the first one. Don't. Right. Then once you see the references, that is when you decide and you pick a type of design. What type of design I would like to go ahead with. So in our case, we have this green particular logo of Made. So we need to keep it a little catchy, a little young. At the same time, it should be very simple also, because the target audience is going to be moms, correct? So you see this. You see everyone is using just the logo and the background. Few of them are using this as well. Some copy or something in the background. So for the splash, we'll keep it the logo. All right, just we have now. Now let's see the next screens that we have is the onboarding screens, where we have the get started button at the bottom, and then we have 3 screens for explanation, right? So then let's see, the onboarding. See this, not the words, but this. They have not used any box as such. They have the content at the bottom, but they have taken up the entire area for the design. Here, again, similar thing. See this. There is no specific box. They have kept it open here also. They have taken the text on the top, good graphics, and then next. So instead of next, we can also have get started, like they have. Sign up login, we can have get started. So this is how you see the different sort of references. Now this is very corporate. This is too kiddish. Huh? And our concept is new. So we need this place to explain our concept. So what one will do on the app, right? So we can use graphics like these. These are also different sort of illustrations. At times you can also use directly the uh, screens. So see, this is something that we can also do, because we also want to tell them the process. So they have used just the icons and the animation. See, first is scan, right? Second is scan, pay. That's it. So they have not changed the content at the bottom, but with animation, even the content can change. See this animation. So keep on looking at the references. So let's do this. Now you guys, take some time, take 5-10 minutes, and look out for references what you feel is correct. Okay, and then post in this particular chat of our what we say call, right? Take some time, take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So usually when you start designing, I usually tell everyone, and even I do it myself, I spend 50-60% of my time in looking out for references, because then the task becomes easy. So you are supposed to post the links over here of Behance or whatever you see. Just post the links out here. Whatever you feel is good for our app. Overall design language, not only Splash, not only onboarding, the overall design language. Okay? Spend some 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then come back with your link. Just post it in this particular group. Do it now. Yeah, keep posting everyone. So not necessary you only see the references, of mail finder or anything. It can be any reference that you feel like. You can not necessarily आप मेल फाइंडर का देखो, not necessarily आप कोई टास्क रिलेटेड देखो, नॉट नेसेसरी कि आप सेम फील्ड का देखो. रेफरेंस कोई भी फील्ड का हो सकता है. रेफरेंसेस से आपको आइडियाज आने चाहिए. मैं मेरे पर्टिकुलर ऐप में या वेबसाइट में हाउ डू आई इम्प्लीमेंट, राइट. So if you are trying to search for a particular exact same app or reference, don't do that. वो आपको नहीं मिलेगा. और मिल भी जाएगा so may not be that good. That's why always keep your mind open. Don't restrict your mind. Don't restrict your thoughts. guys. Going guys. Look on multiple websites. Dribble देखो, Behance देखो, Movin देखो, Sri देखो, ना Pinterest देखो, जहाँ जो दिखता है. This smart home mobile app is good. किसने भेजा था ये? स्तुति. नहीं, प्रथम ने. It's good. It's Stellara smart home. ठीक है ना? This is good. उसका स्प्लैश ठीक है, बाकी थोड़ा
Sir,
कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है.
I am Sanjay.
Colors are also fine. Even रोहन ने जो भेजा Behance के, even those are good. So this is one note to everyone that you can save the links that Rohan have sent, right? Uh, for your portfolios also. So जब आगे चल के if you have to present one particular case study, so ये सारे जो references है ना, they are good case studies also, right? So वो आप देख सकते हैं. Fine. आपको पूरा प्रोसेस बता सकते हैं everything. स्टैंडर्ड वाले होंगे ना, वो ज्यादा मत देख. Think of something, look for something out of the box. ठीक है, enough of references. You guys are on the right direction. ठीक है, अब क्या करेंगे? I'll design couple of screens. ठीक है, and then you guys will also have to design it. So Pratham, I think you have sent the same link thrice. The smart home mobile app. So let me share my screen and we can start designing, right? So if you see हमारे लोगो में ना, this is how you understand the brand guidelines. अब brand guidelines में बहुत बार आपको fonts वगैरह देंगे, बहुत बार आपको कलर पैलेट भी देंगे, बट मान लो कि कुछ नहीं है. दिस इज हाउ वी हैव इट. हमारे पास बस एक लोगो है और कुछ कलर है उस लोगो में. तो हमारे केस में एक ग्रीन कलर है. ठीक है. सो नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू सी इज जो लोगो है उसका क्या टोन है. इज इट फन, इज इट सॉफ्ट, इज इट हार्ड, इट इज कर्व्ड एजेस और इट इज शार्प एजेस. Is it a corporate one or it is a fun loving one? वैसा. So if I see this particular logo, it is not corporate. Correct? It is very fun loving types and it is easy to go. Correct? So so हमको जो हमारा ऐप का जो पूरा फील है वो सिमिलर वे में रखना होगा. फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकेंड चीज, जो हम फॉन्ट यूज करेंगे, वी हैव टू कीप द फॉन्ट आल्सो सच दैट इट is in line with the uh, overall brand guidelines. Alright. So हम सेम फॉन्ट यूज नहीं करेंगे. बाय द वे, जो लोगो में वो फॉन्ट यूज नहीं करेंगे, यूज अ सिमिलर वन. तो जैसे इफ आई हैव टू सी, सो जैसे अगर आपको लेक्चर आपने देखा होगा, तो देयर आर मल्टीपल टाइप्स ऑफ फॉन्ट. सो जो फॉन्ट ऐसे होंगे, दिस जिसमें इसी साइड में थोड़ी एजेस होगी, दीज आर कॉल्ड शेरिफ फॉन्ट्स. ओके. एंड जिसमें एजेस नहीं होगी, मान लो ये इंटर, तो दीज आर सैंस शेरिफ फॉन्ट. ओके. फिर एक फॉन्ट ऐसा होता है, ये वाला टाइप, इसको हम बोलते हैं हैंड राइटिंग फॉन्ट्स. ठीक है, हैंड रिटन फॉन्ट्स. और एक टाइप होता है ऐसे ही नहीं होता है वो, दिस टाइप्स. इसको हम थोड़े स्टेंसिल फॉन्ट या स्लैब फॉन्ट्स बोलते हैं. ठीक है, स्लैब फॉन्ट्स ये ऐसे. दीज आर ऑल स्टेंसिल या स्लैब फॉन्ट्स. ठीक है. सो हम क्या यूज करेंगे, शेरिफ फॉन्ट्स. सो देयर इज दिस फॉन्ट कॉल्ड गौतम, दिस इज अ पेड वन, और हम गौतम राउंडेड यूज करें. ठीक है. बिकॉज वी वांट टू गिव दैट फील ऑफ अ फन लविंग है, थोड़ा इजी. अगर मान लो यही चीज, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर इसमें कर्व है तो मैं पूरा कर्व ही यूज करूं. नो, आई कैन स्टिल कीप इट एज दिस फॉन्ट आल्सो, इट इज स्टिल ओके. राइट. अगर मैं ये पूरा ही राउंडेड कर दूंगा ना, ये बहुत किडिश लगेगा. करेक्ट. दिस लुक्स वेरी किडिश if I use everything as rounded. Correct. But what I can do is I can use my fonts जो थोड़े ऐसे हो, right, थोड़े sharp, but I have to make sure that the elements, the buttons and everything that I use is at least rounded. Okay. I have to make sure that at least all those are rounded. Those are not sharp. Because round edges give you trust. Okay. Now coming back to this point, uh, I'm not sure कि वो lecture में है कि नहीं, but let me come up with this particular point now. That is the grid. So जैसे हमने हमारी grid ली थी, right? That a grid, columns, 4 columns, sorry, yeah, stretch या margin देंगे कितना?
24.
Correct. And gutter
18.
18 or 16?
18.
18. ठीक है. So we have our this thing. Now, ठीक है. So अब हम यहाँ क्या करेंगे ना, we'll take a margin of 15 pixel from left and 15 pixel from right. तो उतना ना हम छोड़ देंगे. our size is what 375, so 360 पे we'll place another 360. Okay, तो हम जो भी बनाएंगे we'll keep it inside this. We won't use the 15 pixels that we have taken there. Okay, तो हम क्या करेंगे, we'll keep our graphics on the top, या ऐसा भी हम कर सकते हैं. अब एक और तरीका, मैंने वायरफ्रेम में 3 डॉट्स डाला है, doesn't mean you also have to use the same 3 dots. ओके, मैं इसका पूरा अप्रोच भी चेंज कर सकता हूँ. कैसे? लेट्स लुक एट वन आइडिया. मेरा जो ये लोगो है, मैं इसको क्या करता हूँ, मैं यहाँ इसका मैं साइज हमेशा 8 के मल्टीपल्स में रखूंगा, इसमें 8 के. सो वी आर गोइंग टू यूज 8 पॉइंट ग्रिड. नाउ व्हाट इज 8 पॉइंट ग्रिड? आते हैं उसको. 48, राइट? इसको ले लिया था उसको. So when I say when I say 8-point grid, what I mean? Everything that you see on the screen is going to be in multiples of 8. The spacing. So हमने भले left की और right की spacing हमने 15 की है. We can do that also in 8-point grid. We can either leave 16, ठीक है, or we can also leave 8. That's okay. I can leave 8. मोबाइल में नहीं बीच में space बहुत कम होती है. Right? 75 minus 8 is 367. So और टॉप से भी विल लीव 8. तो बाय द वे टॉप में तो हमको वो डालना है. So instead of doing this, अब यहाँ से इसके नीचे से वी विल लीव 8. So plus 8 is 3. ठीक है, this is another 8 for us. Okay. So अभी हम ये जो 8 पिक्सल यूज कर रहे हैं, everything will be in multiples of 8 only. जैसे मैंने ये यहाँ डाल, ठीक है. Now this again is 48. Now 42, 48, 46, that's fine because आप थंब एरिया अगर देखते हो तो उतना विजिबल होना चाहिए, क्लिकेबल होना चाहिए. तो हम इसको क्या करेंगे, इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस carousel format we will use a story format. ठीक है, क्योंकि फंडा तो सेम है. आई एम गोइंग टू स्लाइड नेक्स्ट, आई एम गोइंग टू क्लिक नेक्स्ट, करेक्ट. So what we'll do is we'll create this story. अब इसके बीच की जो स्पेसिंग है, इवन दैट शुड बी इन मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 8. तो अभी ये कितना है, 0. आई एम गिविंग 10, 20 minus 4. Simpler way to do it. 16, right? 16. अब ये 16 हो गया मेरा. I'll add the radius here also. The first one is active, so we'll use a shade of green. Green लेंगे, जिसमें we'll use a shade of green, a darker one. ठीक है. And जो बाकी दो है, we'll keep it white. Alright. और जो हमारा पूरा बैकग्राउंड है, ठीक है, let's not use white here. Let's add a stroke of the darker green, or let's do it. ठीक है, let's do this. Now let me add a icon from tabular icons itself. I'm taking the icon. That's going to be a cross. And that's this icon by this. That need not be green. हर चीज green बनानी जरूरी नहीं है, right? So if you see when this icon is in the multiple of 8, so I click this. Yeah, this may be okay. I see this is 12. Can be a little. Now I see this 14. Now this should be 16. Right? So we have the spacing of 16 everywhere here. Let's also see how it looks in the code. Is everyone following? Guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yes. So we have this on the top, correct? But I see that this is looking too prominent. This one, right? So what will we do? Use the lighter shade. Let's look this one. Let's see how it looks. Yes, better. Correct? Better than the previous. Now, what we'll do is we'll get rid of these three because we already have it. Now let's create a button. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have used auto layout yet, but we'll use auto layout here. Okay, we'll get rid of this. We'll add a text which says get started. Again, the font size is 24. That's fine. Right? We'll group it first. We'll add the auto layout. We'll add the padding. So here, what we will do is we'll add 100% width. Okay. So let's first add the top and the bottom padding. That's at 16. So now these spacing that I'm saying, right? All this will be in the multiples of 8. But the bottom also, bottom is not needed, but here we will need it. 812 minus 8 comes out to be 8. So we place here, and then here we will take, the max width as, so 375 minus 16 pixels. Let's quickly calculate it. 375 minus 16, it's 359. Nah, 59 maximum, right? So what I'll do is I'll just add this. I'm adding the margins here because I need a full width button. Okay. Yes. 12. So, okay. Then we'll add a background to this. Okay. Just to show I am adding black, will not use black. Okay. This is how a button is made. Right. Now, if I see this, how does it look? Looks fine. It's not small, it's not big. Correct? There are different ways of creating a button, honestly speaking. Okay. Different ways of doing it. मैंने यहाँ पर ही पूरा padding add किया है. But here what I can also do is, instead of this, I can just add the width specific. I can remove this. That's fine. It's going to give me the same layout. Okay. Now let's add a color. Now what we need is a different color. So either I can use the same green or I can use a shade of green. Let's see how it looks. Shade of green and R green. So R green is too much green. See, it's too much green. Use a shade of it. This is actually super on the eyes. Correct? everyone. So here and then this we will still keep it the black only, but not pitch black. We'll use a little lighter version, like to do. Uh, can I have 1A, 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 or 0, 0, 0. Not the pitch. Now we will add the text here as a color. No, you don't have to make the brand guidelines yourself. Never ever. You only have to, take the idea from the logo, but you don't have to create a brand guidelines. We'll use the grid now. So either I can use this grid or this entire one. So here what we'll do is instead of we'll use the grid. This would be much better compared to and here also we'll leave now the bottom spaces and 16. I think this is much better compared to like the entire full stretch. Correct? So we'll use the grid itself. So we are basically using a 24 grid only. So you can, always take a judgment as to how things are looking as and how you design it. It's not necessary whatever you design is going to look good, right? Select all and we handle it. Fine. We have this, but then we also need to take the side. Fine. Now we'll add a screen. So here we'll increase this a little bit to 36. And this looks better. And as I said, never keep this one particular word at the bottom. Break it, it's fine. Right? It's okay to break, but don't keep just one word at the bottom. Now, here, even this spacing, this is line height. For headlines, you can use 1.8. Oh, this took as pixel. No, we don't need it as pixel. So when I say 1.8 is 36 into 1.8. Right? Usually this is for website. I'm just giving out to you with the same example. Sorry, because 36 into 1.4 is idle. Okay, but this also varies on font. Okay, so if I have to do the same thing here, 24 into 1.4. See, it does not have so much of difference. Correct. So this varies from font to font, but still the ideal one is 1.4. Right? At times, very rare option, very rare. You do it 1.2. 26 into 1.2. Right? This is the angle. Okay. So this is a perfect line height. Okay. Now, see, this looks better. Now what we'll do is we'll take a graphic. I am taking it from FreePic. I have the premium version of it. So let's see if we can find out some graphic. So we need, nearby. So it's not necessary that we are creating an app for maid. So we need a maid's illustration or photo in the app. No. What we are saying is the best app to find maids nearby. So we can take the concept of location, right? So we can say that's map. Map. Sorry for the typo. Nearby map, right? So we can see as to what different graphics do we have. It should not be too gaudy. It should not be too overwhelming. It should not be random. If you are taking a particular graphic type, use it the same throughout the app. Right? Use it the same throughout the app. It should not happen that you take this one as a photo, the other one you take an illustration, then the third you take something else. No, it should not be that. It should be in the similar field. Let's use a 3D one, map 3D, because that's end, right? Let's see what we have it in map 3D. So this is a good one, correct? But at the same time, always see what other things do you need in the app. So for now we have the same text for everything. But here what we will do is we will have different three screens, correct? Let me first replicate all of these. Okay, now we need different three text. So the first one, oh sorry, my screen is not shared. Yes, so we need these three, right? So let's see what other text can we add. Any ideas, guys? First is about the nearby app. The second can be higher.
Choose from different categories.
No, not that specific. Feature about the app, that they would be happy about to know. कि हाँ यार ये मेरा problem solve हो रहा है. So first is about the location. एक problem solve हो रहा है. What is the second problem that we are solving with the app?
Seamless booking.
Think more. Think more. What is the problem for a mom, for an office guy to find a maid?
Have service at fingertips.
Sorry.
Have service at your fingertips.
No, sorry, I didn't get you. Who was speaking? Can you please repeat? I didn't get you. Have service at your fingertips. Book made in few clicks. No, not the specific ones. Think it from the user's perspective. See, एक तो हो गया नियर बाय ऐप. दूसरा ये हो सकता है कि
Affordable.
करेक्ट अफोर्डेबल. Affordable rates based on your service needs, right? And then the third one, what it can be.
24/7 customer support or something like that.
नहीं. सो अभी मेड का कॉन्सेप्ट देखा जाए तो ऐसा है कि आपको पूरे महीने भर के लिए बुक करना है, रिकरिंग के लिए, नॉट फॉर वन टाइम, करेक्ट? सो दिस कैन आल्सो बी अ फीचर. बुक मेड्स
According to your time. Book mates according to your time.
थोड़ा और उसको लाइन को बेटर करना पड़ेगा. Bookmates as and when you need them, right? Right? Make sense? Recurring or one time usage, correct. ठीक है. So अभी के लिए for us to find the graphics we have it. So मैं इसको थोड़ा change कर देता हूँ पहले. In that this. Oh, sorry, मेरा इसमें problem है. और also अब so first one was the again there. So we were finding, the 3D one. So we have to now see that are we getting similar sort of feel, only then we can use them. मतलब एक ऐसा 3D में है और दूसरा अगर मेरा ऐसा 3D में है, फिर ऐसा 3D में doesn't make sense. It should look of the same family. ये 3D भी नहीं चलेगा, है ना? सेम फील होना चाहिए उसको. एक ये लोकेशन वाला तो मिला. Affordable means money in 3D or say piggy bank. Huh? Piggy bank 3D. Let's see if we have it. So इसका feel if we see, there are these soft edges, right? Soft edges, and we see the slight shadow. Correct. So we have to see that everyone has a shadow and soft edges. So this is their one option. This is closer. Looking at the lighting of it, we see the light of this, the shine, the shadow. This is little more similar. Let's see more. This is very close. It is almost similar. But again, it has, the dollar. So we may not use that directly. So fine, let's not use piggyback. Let's see money in 3D. So let's see if we have something. So things will take time. Don't get bored. This is part of UI design, part of UI. So now this is good. But only thing is we don't have shadow there. And we also have dollars. Dollars is still fine. See, this is good, but not for making money. The fee is same. We can say offer in PD. Let's see. So try different keywords, where you can see something affordable, or we can say cheap. We can get something. Price tag. You can see as to what. It's even pathetic. Let's go back to our money again. Use money. I think let's use this, even this as shadow, right? And it does not have any dollar or anything on that side. So you are also in the related, we can see again around that event. Try and see if this looks good, and so you can also change, the one it said GPS. GPS series, let's see. Find another one, GPS also. Something else, hanging and not just like this. Because the idea here is we need everything in sync. This is fine. This is closer to what we had before. The money one, right? This one. Let's see if we have something of the digital. Yes. Okay. So they have an entire this thing. No. No. So for now, let's download the JPEG. Uh, and the third one was about time, right? So let's see. Clock. Really. I think clock is fine. You don't need like a real clock. It should indicate that it's a clock. This this should work for us. So I have all the things downloaded. Let's first see this. Right. So again, unzipping everything. Share my Figma again. One image which is so we will also get the editable file of this like to download, correct? So you can change the background and everything. That's okay. This is just for you to show you the guys I how it should look like. Okay. Oh, sorry. Right. We have the third one. Affordable rates one. We need the last one is the last one is so we will never use such backgrounds or anything of this sort. This is actually very bad. Let's now let me download another one with at least the white background. Let's say literature 3D, something in a white background that has similar feel. And trees. See, oh, sorry, I forgot that my screen is not doing this right now. Options, suits, and 3D. let's use this one now. We have it right. We have the shadow. So you see this. So now when I view it, also let's auto animate it. Smart animate. Now let's see how does it look like. So this is this. So you see this smart animate. We use this same logo here, right? So now this minimizes. You see this. Huh? When I see this, we have seen this animation also. Getting it? So now I don't really like the font. At least the feel is good. But if you see, correct, all the illustrations are of different colors. So when we actually use these illustrations, we also have to make sure that we take that editable file, okay, and we change the color of this illustration also, and at least keep the size. So now, right now, this particular thing looks too big. We look at right. So this is better. See, this is better. Correct? Is everyone following?
Yes, sir.
It's also minimize the size of it. So, 224. Okay. Let's try and see if it is on the upload. Sorry, no, this is better, right?
Sir, but here you haven't used auto layout yet. No? You've only used auto layout in the buttons, right?
Yes. Start to find the rates nearby, affordable rates based on your service needs, book made as in many needs. So now here also you can play a little around, with the fonts. You can select different fonts. You can select different colors. You can take this particular green and check out different, what we say, the color palette. So let's see, you can do this on triple as well. I go here. I have to, just add a color in the search. And what I can also do is there is website called as Cooler. Color. Yeah, it's on the dog. So now it's color.adobe. So what we will do is to create some color theme. How? We will just add our color, which is yes. Explore. Oh yes, yes. Yes. Now we will see the the color themes from screen.
I think, sir, it will be HSB.
This is strange. Should not happen. There's something different now. But there are many tools where you can, explore, right? Colors. See, they have completely changed this particular stuff. Fine. So the idea here is that we need, to check out different color palettes. Okay. And based on those color palettes, we can then find out, what different approach you can take. So previously, a color palette was there on Dribble also. Cool. So I think in the next steps, what we are supposed to do is, you guys are supposed to do is, you guys have to first complete the wireframe and then design those screens. So at least these screens, what I've done today, right? Design it as per your needs, as per your convenience. Okay. And then what you can do is send it to me on the group. And if there is any feedback, I'll give it to you immediately. But please be quick. Please make it a little quicker. Of course, we will, extend the time of the class. That's not the point. But I want you guys to please start working